I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol, it doesn't move me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some like the bop type refrain. I'm sure that if I heard even one riff, 'twould bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick out of you.
No, it's cheap. Before it goes up a little bit. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of nothing to do. Yet I get a kick, yes, I get a kick, yes, I get a kick out of you.
Excuse me,
have a red Toyota Camry. Apparently it's a 1990 with its lights on. License plate number 2UWA098. But I don't know where it's parked.
traveling to Hawaii and singing as part of the 75th commemoration of Pearl Harbor. It was a great trip for us. One of the songs that we sang there was the song that we just did. And then also another piece called Go Down Moses. Soloist Riley Hall.
Tell you Will our Paradise High School military enlistees please join me on the stage? And chorus students, please make your way to the risers.
Please stand, remove your hats, and face our flag at the north end of the field. Follow our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Welcome and good evening. Graduates, families, faculty, honored guests, and friends, thank you for sharing our 2017 graduation ceremony. I am John Christie, the principal of Paradise High School. At this time, I would like to acknowledge Paradise Unified School board members Alan White, Mike Greer, Melissa Crick, and Judith Peters, who are in attendance and seated behind me. Welcome also to Superintendent Donna Kolosky and Assistant Superintendents Michelle John and David McCready, as well as the Director of Human Resources, Tom Taylor. Today, we are here to honor graduates, but we are also here to honor a vision and a commitment to public education. The American democratic experience depends on an educated populace, and the Ridge community has demonstrated a clear commitment to the education of these young men and women. Today, high school graduation is a rite of passage for American graduates, but it is especially important in small towns like Paradise. The town of Paradise is the center of a rich community heaped in tradition and family. Tonight we welcome a new group to the community of Bobcat graduates. But before we honor this new group of graduates, I would like to recognize former graduates. If you are a Paradise High School alum, please stand so we can recognize you all. We are honored to have you here with us tonight. Please be seated. Now, I would like to invite our 2017 ASB co-presidents, Janessa Ramirez and Everett Risley, to share a few words with you.
Good evening.
In the TV show The Office, a character once said, "I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good old days before you actually left them." Good old days such as Aiden Stockwell going ham on the cymbals in the den during a football game. The good old days like going to weekly Tuesday night parties at Tyler White's house. Or the good old days where we would take a road trip to Tallahassee and stay there for a day, and then go to Charleston and stay there for 4 more days, and then go to Birmingham, and then go on a 2-day trip to Lexington and Louisville.
It's an inside joke. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Saying goodbye to memories like the same 3 people walking around the halls with speakers freshman year. Saying goodbye to playing the sports that we love with all of our close friends. Stepping on that field, that court, track, in the pool, or just going crazy in the den, because that's kind of a sport itself. Saying goodbye to witnessing kids get run over in the parking lot junior year. And saying goodbye to memories like Trenton Taylor's voice cracking when leading cheers in the den.
Hey, Janessa, don't you think we should give him one more shot at this?
I think we should give him one more shot. Trenton Taylor, can you please join us here on stage?
All right. Before I begin, Everett, knock knock.
Who's there?
Smell mop. No thanks. Now, I'd like to thank Everett and Janessa for inviting me upstage, but I'd also like to give a very special thank you to the Paradise varsity cheerleading team for, yes, all of them out there. I'd like to thank them for giving me the megaphone, which they obviously rigged to embarrass me, because everybody knows that my voice doesn't actually crack. All right, let's make this last one count. Hey, Bobcats! Yeah! Hey, Bobcats! Yeah! Stand up and cheer and let us know you're here!
Bobcats, Bobcats, go fight, win!
Let's give it up for the class of 2017.
Thank you, Trenton. It's time to say goodbye to these good old days. Some wise words for our future endeavors to close us out. Author Francis Chan once said, "Our greatest fear in life should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter."
Wise words from Walt Disney. Keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things. Your curiosity will lead you down the path of success. Congratulations, class of 2017. We finally did it. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, shoot. And up next, we have our senior class president, Marshall Newman.
All right. Welcome. What's up? All right, I just want to start off by thanking everybody for being here tonight. It's a real honor that you're here to watch us graduate. I know you have a lot of better things you could be doing than watching us, freezing out here, almost raining, Anyway. Well, I hope you all know that the earth is actually flat. It is. I mean, just look at a map. Maps are flat, and the earth is flat. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Think about it. Really, Trenton? Globes don't exist. It's a conspiracy. All right? 1 in 4 of you out there tonight believe the earth is flat. Look around. Which one of you is lying? Some of you believe the earth is flat. I know it. Want to know why? I think the people that actually believe the earth are flat are reptilian government spies here to sabotage us. Think about it. I think you guys are actually reptilians in the government. I'm just thinking about it. All right. It's a cover-up. Okay. They're controlling our minds with orbiting space lasers, okay? The reason dogs bark is because the space lasers interfere with the frequencies of our brains, okay? It's all proven science, you guys. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna get to the actual speech here now. The reason I start off with conspiracies is not to be funny. It is. But it's to get us to question our preconceived notions about the world. If we go through life believing everything we're told, we're never going to advance as a society. And we have to question our environment, our surroundings, everything around us. That's how we're going to move forward as a people. So, class of 2017, question everything. Let's fulfill our lives, conquer our destinies, and have the best class reunion ever at the White House in 20 years. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Yeah. Class of 2017, I'll leave you with this. Chase your dreams, don't have regrets, and let's have a great night. Thank you, class of 2017, parents.
Thank you, Marshall. And thank you, Janessa and Everett, also for your year of service. The graduating class of 2017 has achieved a high standard of academic excellence. First, let me introduce this year's salutatorian, Tyler Vale.
Good evening. A year ago, I can remember standing at the top of the stadiums with my friend Devin ushering for graduation last year. thinking about how long it would be until we graduate. Well, here we are. For those of you who don't know what a salutatorian is a person who just missed being valedictorian by a few GPA points. A very miserable person indeed. Second place is just the first loser. Thanks, Trenton. Talking to my sister earlier this week about all the days of school that we have been through. Since kindergarten, we've been to 2,392 days of school, or 736 days of high school. What's even more impressive is that we have been through about 3,000 homework assignments in high school alone. Unless you're valedictorian or salutatorian, in which case you get honored by doing well in school, by getting to do an extra assignment and talk in front of a huge crowd of people. I really am honored to be here and speak to you tonight. Thinking of all the things that we have been through in high school and didn't necessarily want to reminds me of a quote that I really like from Theodore Roosevelt. It says, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of the deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so he shall be never with those cold and timid souls who neither knew victory nor defeat." This is what we have all done throughout high school. When we went to classes and did homework we did not necessarily want to do. From doing this, we were able to graduate high school, which was only possible by the hard work that we all did. It reminds me of how high school is just like a lollipop. We all have our favorite flavor, just like our favorite teacher. It looks sweet from the beginning. We have to suck it up to get through it. It takes forever to get through, and after it's gone, we will miss it. We really did get valuable knowledge out of high school, and it was really rough, but it did have its highlights too. As we all leave high school and make choices in our future careers in life based on what we took out of high school. As I leave on my mission for 2 years to Colorado and then attend BYU Provo, it is weird to see that I won't see most of my class ever again. I'm grateful for all the memories that we have made, and it is crazy to think about all the things we have been through. As we go our separate ways, I hope we all have a next great chapter of our lives. We can all do this if we work hard. Life will be a bumpy road, but there is no dream not reachable if we work for it. Keep it real, class of 2017.
And this year we have 4 salutatorians that we're going to hear from. We have 4 valedictorians that we'll hear from. First, we're going to hear a few words from Kylie Carpenter.
Sorry guys, I'm short. Hi everyone, and thanks for coming to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2017. This night is full of emotions for a lot of people. Not me, I'm just glad to get the heck out of here. But for some of us, it's a bittersweet change. spent 4 years of our lives here, making friends and learning a bunch of things that will be useful to us later in life, and some things that probably won't. But either way, we've gotten used to this place, and for some of us, it may be hard to leave. On the other hand, I imagine the faculty are ready to be rid of us. In fact, they're probably more excited about our graduation than we are. We certainly had our fair share of shenanigans over the past 4 years. Specific instances that come to mind include burying cars in the parking lot and setting off stink bombs in class. But I should also remind you all of some of the good things the class of 2017 has done. For one, we have some darn good athletes. Just in this year, PHS senior athletes won Westside League MVP in tennis, baseball, and softball. Our class also boasts a bunch of super genius students with GPAs higher than my life ambitions. Not to mention our talented seniors in the chorus that sang at the 75th commemoration of Pearl Harbor Day. And the great musicians in the PHS band. So when we graduate, it looks like we'll be taking all of the talent with us, and the staff will be forced to miss us at least a little bit. After all, when we leave, who's going to interrupt class every day and tell Mrs. Regier how beautiful she is? Anyway, I know that traditionally this would be the part of the speech where I would thank everyone for the things they've helped me with. But I feel it would be more appropriate to apologize for some things and thank you all for dealing with them. First, I apologize to my family for all the times I got really excited about something nerdy from class and explained it to them despite their protests. I also apologize to Mr. McCallop for being late to his class almost every single day. But most of all, I'd like to apologize for all the terrible jokes and puns that I made over the course of my time at PHS. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sorry for those. They were worth it. But all in all, I'd like to thank the staff at PHS for trying to teach us good life skills and work ethic. I say trying because there's only so much they can do before they realize I'm incapable of performing most tasks. They did pretty well, though, given the circumstances of our class, and we appreciate the skills they've given us to help us succeed past high school. But I know that most of you are bored and dying to leave by now, so I'll be humble and sit down. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Kylie. Would Serena Riddle please step to the microphone?
All right. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be an author. So naturally, I felt that the first step as an aspiring second-grade writer would be to write a full-length novel. And, of course, I wouldn't bother with any of that planning stuff, because that's for people who can't make up stuff as they go along. So I came up with the title, and I started writing. That book was called The Limping Lamp. I have no idea where I was going with that book. But after that, I kind of decided that I wasn't creative enough to be an author. But today, as a big, scary high school senior, I'm realizing that I inadvertently followed that dream through the unreasonable amount of energy I put into our millions of writing assignments. Even when it meant staying up till 3 a.m. to dazzle Mr. Gillard with an essay on the Gilded Age. This showed me something about passion. After tonight, we're all going to scatter. Some of us to serve our country, some of us to college, some of us into the workforce, and others to go on missions. And some of us have goals, while others of us still have no idea what we're going to do with our lives. Yes, that is me. And even if we don't have plans, and even if we don't know what our passion is yet, I know that what we have done and what we are doing is all in preparation for where we're going. So, even if we don't know where we're going, we're refining ourselves and our passions simply by taking the time to do what we love while doing what we must. As we go our separate ways, we will all be in positions where we can change the world. Because believe it or not, you don't have to go to Africa or India. Unless you're an astronaut, you're all on planet Earth, and we can all make a change. We all have the chance to touch the people around us and the chance to harness our passion, to make the mundane into our mark on the world. So what's the missing ingredient here? Because while the homework assignments I was doing in the wee hours of the morning helped me grow as a writer and definitely tested my endurance, very few of them, if any, made a lasting positive impact. They did contain passion, but that passion had not matured into love. And that love is the key. Love of truth, love of goodness, and most of all, love of God and love for others. When what you learn to do is rooted in purpose, and that purpose is rooted in compassion and light, what you do is no longer mundane. It impacts lives. It's what allows you to make your mark on the world without letting the world put its mark on you. There's a whole lot of pain in this world, and a big portion of that is something that we have the opportunity and the responsibility to begin solving as soon as we get out of this graduation and into the world. Just look at whatever passion it is that you're inadvertently or intentionally refining is something that you will find, and something that with love will be a weapon against darkness. Just look at the people we have here on campus. Marsters, who uses her love for photosynthesis to inspire respect for nature and humility in her students. Mrs. Krolder, who just loves reading books and learned that she can actually teach people to connect with each other and overcome their struggles through it. All of our coaches who have a love for a sport and teach us the game and all the priceless character lessons that come with it. Now, this is not going to be an easy path. Most, if not all of us, already know that life is tough and the world can be pretty awful. We will all taste of pain, but keep the faith, because we have a real chance out there to be a positive force in the world. And we are not alone. If I have learned one thing throughout these 4 years of friendships, failures, joy, and mild torture, it's that God is willing to teach us how to fight in this battle, and that whole seek and ye shall find thing is actually pretty legit. So, to reference a song from one of the most beautiful stories ever told, The Lord of the Rings, may it be, when darkness falls, your heart will be true, and always remember we are called to be light. Thank you, class of 2017, and thank you everyone who got us here.
Thank you, Serena. Our third valedictorian this year is Jacob Warren.
That was weird. Hi. How's it going? It's true. I'm not an athlete. I am a nerd. That's why I'm up here today. Before I begin, let's hear it one more time for the class of 2017. It's been a long journey, long and crazy, and we wouldn't have made it here without the help of a lot of you today. So I'd like to begin with some thank yous. First of all, I'd like to thank the parents and guardians out there. You guys all forced us to get up in the mornings and drag ourselves to school with the hopes that one day we would all make it to this very spot. Now, I can tell that some of you out there didn't actually think your kid would make it to this far. I see some of you dads scrambling and looking through your wallets because you didn't even bother to buy a graduation present. I got you figured out. No, but for real, thank you for all your love and support. Without it, we wouldn't be here today. I would also like to thank the staff and the teachers. I'll be honest, with most of you, it was a love-hate relationship because of all the work you gave us. I think most of my classmates would agree that there is such thing as too much homework. Am I right? Yeah, that's right. And Partain, I don't know where you are, but your whole deal about no breaks until June 8th, yeah, that just about killed me and every other ERWC student. But although we complain a lot, the work you guys gave us prepared us for any path that we decided to take after high school, and I'm definitely grateful for that. Thank you for all that. I would also like to mention our wonderful yard duties, Lisa and Jolly. Yeah. And Tom, can't forget Tom. Hey, seeing you three every morning never failed to brighten my day, and I know I'm going to miss that, as will many of the students here. And most importantly, I know I speak for the whole senior class when I say a big thank you to our lady in the office, Debbie Sherritt. Debbie, you're quite possibly the greatest attendance worker in American history. I love walking into the office and always being greeted by you with a smile and some sarcastic comment. And I know that most of us would not be graduating without you today, because every time we ditched class, you took our lame excuse and cleared our absences for us. Thank you so much, Debbie, and thank you to everyone else who helped us on our way. I would now like to speak directly to my senior class. Guys, I know how we all feel right now. It feels like we just got done with a huge championship game. We're at an all-time high. We're so excited, our adrenaline's pumping. We're all a little bit sweaty, or maybe that's just leftover water from the rain this morning. But this is a feeling that not many of us are used to, and it's definitely something you don't feel every day. But sadly, I'm here to tell you that this wasn't the championship. It was just a first-round game. And although it feels awesome now, there are so many trials and journeys that we still have to go through in our life. I want to challenge each of you to stay focused and be the best in all of your ventures after high school. If you're going to school, study harder than anyone else. Be the top in your class. If you're working, put in more hours than the other employees at your job. If you're traveling, go out and find your passion. Find what you love and share it with others. And if you're doing nothing, well, don't worry, there's a job for you too. For those of you with no plans, you need to go home, sit on your couch, and watch more Netflix than anybody in the history of this world. I'm talking all 9 seasons of The Office. Yeah. Okay, but for real though, that's like the best show ever, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Now, I have confidence in all my classmates, and I know we're all going to go off to do great things. We're all going to be the best because we are the best. Let's hear it for the greatest class that PHS has ever seen.
Jacob, you left your glasses. And our final valedictorian, Tyler White.
those of you who don't know what a valedictorian is, according to Urban Dictionary, a valedictorian is the smartest, loneliest person in a graduating class. When someone tries for valedictorian, they lose all their friends. In their spare time, these valedictorians do homework, read, and play hacky sack with the occasional guitar break. The only problem with that definition is I can't play guitar or hacky sack. Hello, class of 2017, parents and family and administrative staff. I'm Tyler B. White, and first off, I'd like to thank the most helpful and influential things throughout my high school career: Google, Wikipedia, and copy and paste. But on a serious note, I'd like to thank my teachers from Paradise Elementary, Paradise Intermediate, and Paradise High School. Most of all, I'd like to thank my wonderful parents. My mother forced me to say that. Did I do a good job, Mom? Most of you probably think that I'm just naturally smart. But truth be told, I'm not just a natural-born genius. I cannot say that I'm any more intelligent than any of my peers. I can attest that I am one of the best at doing what I'm told and working the system. I really did have to work incredibly hard in school, and that's what's propelled me to the top. There were some times where I questioned if it was all worth it, and hopefully in 4 years it proves to be. When writing a speech, you're supposed to have some sort of message behind it. Well, I guess my message would be, if it doesn't fit, force it. Now, I know some of you are like, well, what does that mean? It means taking those hard AP classes, even though you play sports, are a member of CSF, 4-H, and are involved with your church. It means fitting it in, forcing in those classes or activities, even if it means being sleep deprived the next day or not being able to watch that show you really wanted to watch. I never shied away from the amount of work I needed to do, and I always performed to the best of my ability. Work hard now so that later you don't have to. Thank you to class of 2017.
Thank you all, I think. Makes me second guess the order of this. I'm wondering if we shouldn't have called up the next guest before the students got to speak. But each year, the graduating class selects and honors one of the many great teachers at Paradise High School with the distinction of Teacher of the Year. It is customary for this teacher to impart one last lesson. This year's recipient is John McCallum.
Okay. Take out your notebooks. Put away your phones. I had to say that one last time. Apparently, many of you have chosen to honor me by having me be your graduation speaker, or to stick it to me by making me write and give a speech to you right before you get your diplomas, and with less than 24 hours left in my career. Members of the Board of Trustees, colleagues, parents, and community, and most importantly, members of the Paradise High School class of 2017. I am here representing my fellow faculty and all of the teachers you have had since kindergarten. Let me point out 4 of my colleagues who, like me, are finishing their careers tomorrow. Music teacher Sam Gronseth, computer teacher Jim Moore, industrial tech teacher Lee Clark, and social science teacher Carol Kirk. Would you please join me in a round of applause? It is easy to look at the world and get a little discouraged. Terrorism, potential presidential scandals, a changing economy that leaves some behind, drug abuse, environmental crises, and celebrity worship for reasons I am not aware of. What do the Kardashians do anyway? You can assume you're entering the worst times. Of course, I grew up in the 70s, which had presidential scandals, remember Watergate, terrorism, gas shortages, inflation, ugly clothes, pet rocks, and avocado-colored shag carpeting. And most of us turned out all right, so don't worry. Harry Truman is one of my favorite presidents because he was wise, self-confident, but not arrogant, and knew who he was and was not. I would like to share some of his words from the Give 'em Hell campaign of 1948. Truman said one day in Arizona, "You know, the greatest epitaph in the country is here in Arizona. It's in Tombstone, Arizona, and this epitaph says, 'Here lies Jack Williams. He done his darndest.'" Truman continued, "I think that is the greatest epitaph a man could have. Whenever a man does the best he can, then that is all he can do. What does one darndest look like?" By the way, Truman did not use the word darndest, but this is a family audience. To make my point tonight, I want to tell you a story about a man you have never heard of, because I believe that his life represents a way to live your life that, while not guaranteeing riches and fame, will leave you satisfied, loved, respected, and the kind of person that this country desperately needs right now. One who does his darndest. Edward Mitch Mitchell was one of the greatest men I will ever meet. His family in rural Arkansas struggled to stay in the middle class. As a boy, he learned the importance of family and hard work. As a high school graduate, he was willing to learn telegraphy and leave his family as a way to do better. When as a newlywed, the Great Depression struck, he figured out a way to survive being paid in IOUs and still provide for his family. In spite of being raised in a racist South, he was one of the most tolerant men I ever knew. He could disagree without being disagreeable. In 1941, he and his family left a secure job, relatives and friends, to move to the unfamiliar West Coast for more potential economic opportunities. He would and did help anyone who needed it. Mitch Mitchell didn't live in times any less turbulent than the current ones. A roaring 20s economy that didn't ever reach his rural South, the Great Depression, World War II, the emergence of the Cold War, fear of communists in America, and conflicting ideas about race relations were just some of the issues that surrounded his life. I am Mitch Mitchell's grandson, and he instilled in me a love of history, particularly of people's lives, through my family history. Most importantly, he taught me how to be the type of person who, while not being perfect, tries to do the right thing, to do his darndest. I am asking all of you, what will people say about you 10, 20 years in the future? What will they say about you when you're gone? What will you say about yourself? I think my grandfather's life provides some suggestions I humbly offer you. Do the right thing, even when you don't have to, because it is right, not because you fear punishment or desire praise. Love your family, and when or if the time comes, love your spouse and children by making them your priority. Help those who need help, whether they be friends and family, community, nation, or the world. Tolerate those who might be different from you in race, religion, political belief, or background. Be motivated to work hard at your education or training and your job. Do it right. Have courage to take calculated risks. Avoid the easy, painless path that leads you to a life of regrets. Have the perseverance to deal with adversity. Bad times will come. How will you deal with them? I believe that by following these guidelines, you can say, and others will agree, that you are a good person who does his darndest. Before I close, thank you, Paradise Unified School District, parents, and community for allowing me the opportunity to teach amazing students at a great school for 32 years. Thank you, class of 2017, for this amazing honor and the privilege of being your teacher. It has been rewarding, challenging, and a heck of a lot of fun. While I am moving on to a new phase in my life, I will miss you and those who came before you. I hope all of you are as fortunate as I have been in your choice for your life's work. Class of 2017, do your darndest. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McCallop, for your dedication serving our students. Can we give him another round of applause? My name is Ryan Veracruz, and I am one of the assistant principals at Paradise High School. Mr. Gronseth will join me to announce the names of the graduates this evening. Presenting diplomas will be board members Mike Greer and Alan White. As we pronounce the names of each graduate, please remain in the seating area and keep the walkway along the grandstand clear so that all guests can see their students as the name is called. Campus Candid will photograph each graduate and make the images available to you. Kylie Carpenter. Jasmine Stockmanis. Alexandra Elizabeth King. Tyler B. White. Tyler Vale. Dalton Porter. Marshall Newman. Kevin Nixon. Zachary Eric Johnson. Casey Lee Huff.
So I do Serena? North side. Oh, north side. Yeah.
Serena Lauren Riddle. Lindsay M.J. Piper. Jacob Warren. Frankie Cleary. Everett Grizzly. Trenton Joseph Taylor. Mackenzie Karen Severe. Janessa Angelinda Ramirez. Michael Phillips. Daniel Shearman.
Isaiah Mayfield. Austin Garber. Owen James Gleaton. Casey Liebenberg. Austin Beaver. Savannah Berkowitz. Kristen Tucker. Matt Harmon. Brent Matthew Sheldon Smith. Bryson Curtis Pallade.
Max Schumacher. Caspian Gamian. Harrison King. Riley Pottis. Garrett Bass. Kevin Andrew Wright. Heather Ray Curley. Brandon Roy Gomes. Nicholas Remy Poliquin. Hunter James Clement.
Chris Nakamoto. Cody Duncan. Nicholas Warren Lawrence. Stephanie Sloan. Sarah Nicole Hunter. Ashley Elaine Garman. Esmeralda Garcia Rivera. Daniel Garcia Rivera. Rana Jeanette Harmon. Kylie Meanne Brady.
Tyler Green. Raymond Bobby Hill Wright. Anthony Hyatt. Asa Needham. Austin Bork. Quade Connor. Adam Samuel Baker. Logan Riley Castellucci. Elise Victoria Barron. Haley Elizabeth Barrows.
Maisie Ann Limbaugh. Sophie Mavie Kellogg. Sophie Hellerin. Sophia Anina Melanasimi. Kyle Walton. Douglas Lee Baxter III. Josh Tyler Hughes. Vincent Gabb. Ryan Hoagland. Jacob Andrew Abel.
Holly Sharon Saiwan. Zoe Catherine Miller. Michaela Lynn Beard. Ambra Lillian Marie Earp. Levi Hale Morgan. Brendan Boland. Tanner Jeffords. Sage Devlin. Simi Carr. Maggie Sitter.
Logan Paul Hayes Kanoki. Simon Acosta. Elizabeth Pennington. Eli Maderi. Kayla Brawell. Jaden Dominguez Compton. Charlie Maria Brown. Aria Christine Cipollini. Mackenzie Lynn Long. Riley Nicole Beach.
Heather Danielle MacArthur. Frankie Angelo Belcofino. Donica Marie Kamichik. Nelda Ann Windle. Zoe McLean. Caitlin Alexandra Woodcock. Michaela Cheyenne Long. Kendall Nicole Sanders. Jasmine Puntingham. Ashley Aiello.
Kirsten Robinson. John Crosby. Justin Lyle. Ethan Greenwell. Alexander Couch. Ted Fleming. Hannah Gammon. Edmund J. Schwartz. Autumn Rain Long. Teal Marie Mangrum.
Tyler Patrick Crawford. Quinn Albert Ballou. Seth Benjamin McSpadden. Caleb David Layfield. Brendan Coffey. Weston Griffiths. Kara Ashley Gore. Katrina Lynn Crotwell. Sydney Macy Lasby. Julie Ann White.
Sierra B. Dickerson. Shelby Artist Walker. Nicholas Gomez. Luke Rangham. Michaela Ann Smith. Noah Nathaniel Henry. Denise Carmel Array. Sierra Lynn Johnson. Scott Cannon. Adrian Josiah Espinoza.
Philip Bubba Ermer. Sidney Charles Rowe. James Garrett Earsman II. Zacharias Curtis Hyde. Haley Marie Thornhill. Emily Marie Eckert. Kathy Lee Dove. Margaret Sabrina Flanagan. Bryant Van Eiderstein. Jeremy Cummings.
Austin McNichol. Grant Tudor. Chrislyn Marie Niblet. Amanda Karen Alexander. Hope Naomi Bryan. Jesse Relyn Josette Reynolds. Jacob Kleiman. Dominic Lowers. Jaylyn Parrott. Brianna Dunlap.
Morgan Grace Fisher. Diana Michelle Torres Avila. Angelica Isabel Teresa Silva. Janae Chardonnay Monroe. Christopher Robin Poole Moore. Dakota Woodine. Lily J. Baker. Brody Dale Beck. Dakota Montgomery Brook. Bodie Fox Rodriguez.
Josh Vincent. Travis Buckley. Dylan Jamerson. Aiden Merrick Stockwell. Heather Nicole Freeman. Chloe Elizabeth Burrell Pruis. Tiana Marie Monez. Cassidy Brianne Harrison. Devin James Tickle. Jeremy Caleb Tong.
Avi Michelle Halstead. Thomas Jake Young. Cassidy Rose Brott. Ariana Marie Sells. Nesta June Genesis Susquehanna. Katie Ann Rose Pickering. Corbin Lewis Schultz. Ryan James Farrell. Luke Christopher Sanchez.
Austin James Beveridge. Allison Murray. Brandon Babcock. Riley Holland. Alec David Armour. Logan William Peterson. Jerome James Emery. Jacob Huminchek. Matt Welch. Liana R. Rioto.
Brooke Rogers. Zachary Bryer. Xavier Manuel Uribe. Justin Tyler Hayward. Cody Allen Smith. Daniel Ryan Rickard. Riley Bryce. Alan Hall. Adam Samuel Clark. Sarah Elizabeth Rose Kern. Pamela Guadiana.
Justin Anthony Aviles. Samantha Ashley Murray. Ellie Evangeline Sievers. Caitlin Patricia Cole. Corey Raven Goody. Taylor Marie Caton. Hunter Jerome Babcock. Robert Gadini. Michael Lee Clemens. Dakota Leroy Sherwood.
Adrian Diana Dixon. Talia Rampel. Sarah Roberts. Abigail Elizabeth Brawley. Andrea Rose Carmick. Daryl Lee Patterson. Natalie Jane Coronado. Sarabella Genevieve Thompson. Anthony McDowell. You there?
I'm there. I think we're there. Graduates, please stand and face the audience. On behalf of Paradise Unified School District and Paradise High School, it is with great honor that we present the Paradise High School graduating class of 2017. You may now move your tassels to the left side of your cap. Congratulations, graduates and families. Yet the celebration begin.